physical and military takeover of the capital Addis Ababa by Tigrayan forces. What's your view about any concern that you may have about that situation?
The Ethiopian situation is unfortunate. Ethiopia does not need violence of any kind, any form. Africa doesn't need violence, insecurity of any kind. Our focus should be on delivering for the people. Development, economy, trade, investment. That is really what Africa ought to be preoccupying itself with. Time, resources, all the skills that we have. It's unfortunate, and I hope that there will be an amicable resolution of the conflict in Ethiopia.
Do you think that can only come if President Abiy stands aside, that he doesn't make some kind of final stand or insist that he stays in power?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what would deliver a solution to the Ethiopian crisis. It's not just an Ethiopian crisis. It's a crisis for Africa, in Africa. And our people are already stressed. Africans are stressed. Hunger, lack of education, in absence of jobs, business opportunities. That is sufficient stress. And all of us who are leaders on this continent ought to work together to bring about security, peace, stability in our individual countries, in our regions, on the continent, and then we'll contribute to global peace. Then we'll focus on the development agenda. That is really where we should be.
What do you think will be the consequences regionally and in fact for the whole continent of a country the size of Ethiopia, the importance of Ethiopia, were to find itself in a continuing, effectively civil war? What do you think would be the nightmare scenario?
I think it's the things we don't want to see on the continent. What are those things? We don't want to lose lives unnecessarily. We must save lives. We must protect citizens from loss of life. All citizens of our countries on the continent, the global community. Number two, some will be injured and be maimed permanently, impairing their ability to earn a livelihood, to look after themselves, to look after their families. Not good. Number three, dislocation, migration, refugees. We've had too much of this in Africa. I think collectively, we must look at the issues that cause instability in our individual countries as African leaders and our communities.